All right, so with this client, we have just taken on a major water management job. This whole yard was graded in an inconsistent way where there were pockets of water stopping all around the property, effectively creating a moat from here all the way around to the front yard, which we will soon see. So we're going to start at the top of the watershed, which is where we like to begin the design process. In this case, it's the roof here. Which this whole back line of this roof comes into this downspout here, which we are feeding into this corrugating piping here. This section here will be replaced by a downspout filter, which is critical for ensuring a maintenance-free or lower maintenance system. So from here, water's coming down. We've got it trenched below ground here. It continues to go downhill and eventually comes into this pop-up drain, which then floods water into the rain garden, filling this basin roughly to the level of the mulch. So hundreds of gallons of water, if not 1,000, can go in here. And then water will overflow through this rock and then come into this little micro swale here, where it can then wrap around this small berm. This was kind of a little low-lying ditch where water just pooled and sat. Now by putting this berm, we've effectively moved uphill, allowing for water there to be dropped from here around the side of the house all the way to the front. And here, we've actually excavated more deeply than it appears, backfilled with mulch for a walkable swale. So water's coming from here to here, runs beneath this grass, or this straw, where another downspouts hitting it. Another downspout over here, into this basin here, which will pond with all these beautiful natives, and overflow here, coming into the existing ditch, hitting this little pocket pond with these rushes, which will help drink up a bunch of that water. And we've got this little rock guard here that essentially filters any debris that comes through because there's a culvert beneath here. It'll catch water, send it underneath the driveway, and then out over there where it can flow to the storm drain. One key thing about this area here is keeping this pretty well free of debris. I mean, we're going to have a lot of organic matter falling from this oak, acorns and everything, and as you see this get covered up, it's got to be swept or blown off regularly to allow for a free-flowing system. And then once we come over here, we hit this corrugated drain. And going all the way back to where we started, we regraded some of the section around the rain garden, which then is sending, we actually effectively brought it uphill, so then it's sending water this way, created a ridge line to send the remainder of the water here. Back behind the satellite, you can see a little tiny pocket garden that acts as a little small rain garden, which then fills up, overflows, and then runs through this existing ditch, sending any excess water into the storm drain.